The latest, the U.S. has announced sanctions on a China-based network for producing and distributing chemicals used to make drugs. The drugs include those fueling a deadly fentanyl crisis in the U.S. While U.S. President Joe Biden's administration has made the fight against fentanyl a priority, while the synthetic narcotic is blamed for tens of thousands of deaths in recent years. The sanctions targets include 25 China-based individuals and entities alongside 3 other parties in Canada.
Today, Treasury is imposing major new sanctions against 28 individuals and entities involved in the illicit drug trade. Effectively immediately, these individuals and entities located in the People's Republic of China and in Canada are cut off from using the U.S. financial system, and all U.S. persons are barred from transacting with them.
In a different notice, the U.S. Justice Department has announced 8 indictments charging China-based chemical manufacturing firms and staff with crimes related to drug production and distribution. Well, the actions are aimed at exposing and disrupting a network which is responsible for manufacturing and distributing illicit drugs in the United States of America. Well, the parties designated are also allegedly involved in trafficking xylazine and nitazines, which are often mixed with fentanyl or other drugs, posing a high risk of a fatal overdose. The U.S. authorities have noted that fentanyl is often coming from Mexican drug cartels that use precursor chemicals from China.
And we know that this global fentanyl supply chain, which ends with the deaths of Americans, often starts with chemical companies in China.
Well, the White House has imposed sanctions on these cartels, although some politicians have called for tougher actions in future.